I mean, everyone wants to be the fastest, but few people are prepared to push themselves past that limit, to overcome endless adversity, hardship, to remain focused year after year, just for a chance to achieve true greatness. The journey of an athlete is incredibly tough, there's no doubt about that. Last season, I faced setback after setback, and I fell short of what I know is my potential. After taking time to recover and reflect, almost everything's changed, and this time I'm coming back to finish the job. I can't even express how badly I want to succeed in this sport. I know in my heart that I can do great things. I just need to train hard, be diligent, make good choices, and God willing, I'm going to make it happen. I want to be one of the fastest humans on the planet, and I'm willing to work. The speed operation shows the journey.
Right, let's go. If you face out that way as well. So
This way?
Yeah.
I'm currently in Loughborough, as you can probably see. Yeah, it feels weird getting used to actually being in front of the camera again. It's been about 6 weeks, maybe even a bit longer since I was actually running, but we're back. A lot's changed. We'll get into that later in the video. Yeah, lots of things are happening. We're doing a bit of testing today at Loughborough, baseline testing. So we're going to get into that. I'll explain what's happened in the last couple of weeks later, but for now, let's get this testing done.
Okay, ready?
Up first, we have some power tests. I'm waiting for all the official numbers on these, so see if you can guess. I'll let everyone know the results next episode.
Drop down a little bit faster. And don't go as deep.
So more spring.
Try and make this one a bit more up.
Okay, you ready? Still. 3, 2, 1, jump.
Oh, I let my feet off.
Yeah, go on.
3, 2, 1, jump. When you start as well, so you see there you've got like a little bit of knee bend. Start nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, jump. Go.
Right, shock to the system.
Yeah, in my hands.
Yeah, so you've got to run away from catching the lake now.
And it means you're going right I remember how you
The brace nice and tight, strong through your middle. You think about pushing everything up into the bar. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push, 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 push. Yeah. 2, 1, let's go. Push, 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 push. Yeah.
Yeah, you pushed for a long time. I don't push that long.
That's tiring.
I think I pushed less than that.
Got it on camera, so I'll count how long that was.
Hey, the internal clock never lies.
So here we're using some fancy equipment called OptoJump, which gives us a bunch of data including stride length, contact time and frequency, as well as getting some electronic split times. So after taking out 3 quick 30-metre accelerations, we moved on to a couple of upright runs. Obviously, as I've been out of spikes for so long and haven't been running, we kept these to just below maximum effort to be safe. Alright, it's currently Wednesday at the Sheffield indoor track today, and we're going to run through kind of the whole situation. There's been a lot of different things that have happened. I don't know how much you'll know at this point, but essentially a lot's changed. There's been a lot of life changes that we'll get into at a later point, but the main big one for me is that I've changed my coaching setup. As you might have seen from a couple clips yesterday, I'm now being coached by Richard Kilty. I think he's going to take my game to the next level. We're going to be working together closely, and I'm excited for this year, 100%. Just things like training, recovery, diet. Yeah, that's kind of the big one. There's a few other different changes that I'm going to be making to my life, my lifestyle in general, but we'll get into that a bit later because that's like the most important one. You're probably thinking, what am I still doing at Sheffield? How it's going to work is essentially I'm going to be based out of Sheffield still. I'm going to be doing sessions here. Also going to be going up to Newcastle, which is where Richard is based, with him and the rest of the group, which you'll get to see as things go along. And the idea is hopefully we'll be able to go on a couple decent warm weather training camps this year as well. Obviously I was running in spikes yesterday, which we're not going to be doing for a while again. It was just a one-off to get a little bit of baseline, but we was going at a decent pace, 90 to 95% through the Opto jump. And today I just have a pretty light session. It's essentially some like low intensity strides and some drills. Look who we've got. Just in time, mate.
Good.
Yeah.
So, since I'm still phasing into my full training programme, and also considering that I ran pretty quick yesterday in Loughborough, we decided that today would be a good day to just have an easy shakeout, some 60-metre strides and some drills. My full programme is due to start on Monday the 14th of October, so in the meantime I've been given some quick light sessions to do, just to build up my tolerance to volume, build up my base level of fitness and cardiovascular endurance, as I've not done too much running in the last 10 weeks, and a little bit of strength training in there too.
Here with Reegs. Seen everyone before.
Alright, let's begin. Train hard, I trust God, I'll leave the rest to him.
Stream that. Keep streaming it, by the way.
Get on that.
For those of you that don't know, Regan is a certified coach as well, and he's going to be putting me through my paces whilst I'm in Sheffield, carrying out Richard's wishes in the form of his programme.
Yeah, so, well, obviously, me and Joe are friends, go way back, ask for my help, so that's what I'm here to do. Yeah.
Out
I
here,
don't know what to say. Yeah. Out here.
Obviously, as I've changed my coaching setup, things have changed from my point of view, but Regan's been getting into coaching recently and thought it just made sense, especially because I need to make sure I've still got a good setup in Sheffield. Obviously, Richard's coaching me, but whilst I'm in Sheffield, I need someone to keep me accountable, to carry out the programme, and Regan's going to be that guy that's going to be making sure I'm doing things properly. What would you say like got you into coaching?
Well, probably my coach, Lewis, to be fair. Like, he's definitely inspired me. Went to uni, did sports coaching. Obviously, I helped out quite a bit in my group. I just like seeing people improve, do well. And if I can give people pointers and it makes sense to them and you can see it in their face and then they improve from it, it just makes me feel like I'm doing a good job.
So yeah, that's basically it. So we'll catch you down here next week probably. But today's done and we'll keep going. Start of a great year.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it. All right, we are back in the gym. Yeah, I don't think I've mentioned yet already, but I've actually been phasing in for a couple weeks. I've only started filming this week because last week was very basic, like I didn't really get up to much. But today I'm in the gym. I've got a few different lifts to do. So, we've got a weighted vest. It's got 15 kilos in it, but it can store up to 30 kilos. And I'm gonna be using this to do like various exercises. The big one in the gym is gonna be weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, that kind of thing. Basically got these little things in it, and this is a 1 kilo weight and it's got 30 small pockets that you can put these in. So I've put 15, got them on the front and the back. Before I was using like a weightlifting belt kind of thing. Like this. Which was okay, but once you started putting heavy weights onto it, it just became a pain to take on and off. And once you got more than 20 kilos on, the way the weight distributed, because it's hanging so low, it was just like really difficult to control. So that would be one thing, and also doing things like a few plyos, like obviously with less weight, maybe only up to like 10 kilos, and doing like resisted jumps, box jumps, that kind of thing. For those of you that don't know, I basically ended my season injured last year, spent most of the year on and off injured, and ended up leaving the season early because I had a foot injury. Then that rolled into the off season. Come back, feeling good now though. We're ready to start training. Things are still being arranged, things are still being organised as we're going along in terms of my schedule, my routine, training times, things like that. Bear with me, we're getting some good work done regardless, and things are exciting. I'm looking forward to this season already, and things should start to make a bit more sense next week.
So we're post-gym session and I'm getting in another solid meal. Another one of the big changes that's going to be taking place is in the form of my diet. Those of you that watched the last season of the speed operation might have seen my previous diet video, which by no means was it a bad diet, but there's definitely things that could be optimised, and that's what we're planning on doing going forward. So today I'm cooking a steak with some sweet potato, vegetables, and as the series progresses I'll be sharing a lot more information about my diet. Back on the track for Saturday's session, and I'm warming up to complete my phase-in training before my full programme begins. This session essentially consists of a lot of repeat 100 metre reps from a short recovery and steadily increasing the pace as the session progresses. At this stage it's more about reintroducing the correct movement patterns and relearning my body how to cope with this type of stimulus. I've enjoyed just getting back into the swing of things, but next week the volume is going to be ramped up significantly, so recovery over the weekend is going to be really important. Whilst I'm going through these reps, my main focus is to push long with each stride, particularly for the first 30 metres to get as much out of the track as possible, and then maintain a nice even pace throughout the run. On the surface it looks like a pretty easy session, which is in the sense that I'm not really hitting my lactic threshold, but the walk back recovery means that my heart rate stays high, and it's serving as a form of baseline cardio work, as well as helping me to regain that muscle memory with my technique. This is really important since next week all of my sessions will consist of a lot more volume. I need this light exposure to running to prime my body and nervous system so it's as ready as possible to take on the week. As you can see, the conditions aren't great, the track is pretty wet so it's tough to get good traction during the dry phase, but today was mainly just about getting some reps in the legs and building up the pace.
Alright, session completed. Good session today. I was happy with it. Heart and lungs. Very wet track, so difficult to like gauge the pace, mainly like the first 20-30 metres, like difficult to push off the ground, but we got the job done. My official full training starts next week. The last 2 weeks were a phase in. This week was where we started to pick up the pace a little bit, do a little bit more actual volume. Intensity still staying low, but next week is going to be a tough week. So I'm excited to get going. Yeah, going forward as well, I want to make these episodes like more interactive. I've got a couple ideas how I'm going to do that. But any ideas that you've got, drop them in the comments for like how you would like to interact with the series in terms of integrating Q&As like halfway through an episode rather than just doing a video dedicated to a Q&A. Little things that I can answer, giving tips out, giving advice, answering people's dilemmas, that kind of thing. Obviously, I'm showing my training, showing the journey as always, but I want to make it more than just like I'm showing you everything that I do. I want to make it more about bringing the community together. So any ideas you've got, let me know. People asked a lot about diet last year, so I'm going to try and integrate diet a lot more into this series because I've got a lot of big changes to my diet that I think you're going to want to see. But yeah, just let me know what you reckon, and I want to make this as engaging as possible on top of just like obviously giving all the information and showing everything that I've been doing as I usually do. Next episode, I'll come with some more solid explanations, really try and tie together what's going on in terms of my setup and everything. Yeah, we're back, feels good. So thanks for watching. The speed operation is officially back. I'm feeling good. I'm excited for this year.
and I'm definitely ready to get going again. And the mission to 2025 has officially started. Thanks for watching as always. TSO Season 2 has begun, and catch you in episode 2. See you lot in a bit.